So I'm here on my Shopify dashboard, and the first thing I want to get out of the way is if you have any email leads or if you have a list built up through this platform, what you need to do is you want to take those leads and export a file out just so you can transfer it to another autoresponder. It's just so you don't lose the details, especially if you're planning on reusing that list when you're setting up another website in the future. So what I'm going to do is click on where it says customers, so it'll bring you into where your list of subscribers and email addresses are. Now I have over 100, close to 150 email addresses on this list, so what I want to do is I want to select them all. So when doing that, I want to click on where it says export up here, and what I want to do is it'll give you these options here. So you want to click on all customers and click on plain CSV file, because this is the file that you'll be using to upload to your other autoresponder when you're wanting to transfer the addresses over. So we're just going to click on export customers, and so then it'll give you a notification to say that it's going to be sent to your email. So what you'll do is you'll open up your email and then you'll be able to download the file from it. So once you've done that and exported all your email leads list out, next thing you'll need to do is you'll need to delete some of the apps that you have installed on your store, as you know yourself that you're going to be no longer using them. So you can just click on specific apps and just delete them, and just walk through the process of deleting as many of the apps as you can. Even though I'm shutting down my store, I do plan on actually keeping the domain, because I plan on reusing it in the future to open up an affiliate store, but I'm going to work on that in the future. So what I need to do is I need to figure out a way to transfer the domain away from Shopify to my hosting provider. So there's a good helpful resource on the Shopify support section on their website that will actually show you how to actually set up and transfer your domain to another provider. I'll leave a link in the description to this article just so you can actually look over it and have a clear idea of what you need to do to get everything set up. So once you've taken the time to read this article and understand the steps that you need to do to transfer your domain, the next step is then to go to Shopify and begin the process. So again, just make sure to double check and read through this thoroughly, and even come back to the article if you are getting stuck and you're not really sure what to do next. So I'm just going to head on over to my Shopify store, and from the options bar here, I'm going to click on online store. Also make sure that before you do proceed with this as well, just to cover your own back, to make sure that you have everything checked off your list that you want out of the way, like say exporting your email leads list, deleting and uninstalling unused apps from your store, and just changing up your general settings, payment settings, and etc. So once you've clicked on online store, we're going to go down here to domains, and here it's going to give you a list of the domains you have set up. So what you need to do is you need to click on manage. What will happen is here, if you click on transfer domain here on this section, all it's going to ask you to really do is transfer your domain to another Shopify store, which is not what you want to do. To get more detailed aspect of it, you need to click on where it says manage, and then it'll open up this page here, and where it says DNS settings and transfer domain, you click where it says transfer domain, and then this options will come up, and what you need to look for, and what I'm looking for, is to transfer to another provider. So I'm just going to click on this. So then you'll be greeted with this information box. Now just read through the information clearly on it before you decide to go on to the next step. So once you are happy enough with all the information that's here, and make sure just to relate back to the article I mentioned previously, just to show you exactly what's going to happen once you go through this process. And then if you're happy enough, you can proceed. So we're just going to click on confirm. So once you've done that, you're going to get access to an authorization code that you will need for your new provider, so that the transfer process can begin. So this box will come up here and it will tell you to use this code, and you have 30 days to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the code. Once that's copied, I'm going to head over to my hosting domain. Now I'm using Bluehost, because as I'm using it for some of my other websites and projects, and it's just handy just to have all my domains etc. all in the one place. So what I'm going to do is on my Bluehost dashboard, I'm going to come over and click where it says domains, click on it, and here literally it's going to come up with a list of all the domain names that I actually have on my account. So the next thing I want to do is I want to find the transfer domain. So I can either click up here or I can click down here on the options bar. So literally I'm just going to click on transfer domain. So what it's actually going to do is going to ask me for the name of the domain that I want to transfer. So I'm literally just going to type in the name of the website, click continue when you've that done. So then once you've done that, you will be taken to this page, and that code that you copied from the previous step, you'll be able to paste it in here, because once you've confirmed everything, Shopify will unlock your website and give you this code so that your new domain provider will be able to authorize and access it so that they can begin the transfer process. So paste the code into the box here where it says EPP authorization code, and we click continue. So once you have done that, you will be taken then to the next step. So it'll give you a list of all the details, etc. that's surrounding your domain that you're transferring, and it'll obviously give you details of the name servers, etc. Now this one up here is for the Bluehost name server sections themselves, because this is what you will be using. The other ones here are pretty much what I was using on my Shopify store, but I'm no longer going to be using that. So again, what you're going to be doing is coming down here to like say whether you want to renew it or not. In this case I am going to automatically renew it, because obviously I intend on using this in the future, so it's just handier just for me. So again, I just keep the personal information, and it is going to cost money to do this. It's going to cost roughly about €25 to do this. Well, it's usually roughly about 15, but because I want to add privacy to the domain, it's an extra nearly just under €11. So it's just for more peace of mind. So it is worth the extra little bit of investment. So once I've done that, just look over everything, all the details here, just so that you're happy with everything. And once you're done with that, then obviously you have to agree to the terms of service. So we click the checkbox here, and once you're done with that, then just click add to cart. Right, so it'll take you on to the next section of the shopping cart, and it will just give you a breakdown of the prices. Now it is a wee bit more expensive than I currently mentioned. It's just under €29, but I don't mind so much because I just want to get this process set up. So for the extra little bit of money, it's just for more peace of mind. So what I'll do then is I'll just update my payment information to process the order. So in this case, I'm going to use my PayPal account, and then I will come back in once I've processed everything. Okay, so with the payment process completed, you will be directed then to this page where it'll give you a rundown of the payment method used and receipt of the overall transaction. Plus you will get a receipt to your email address that you have on record, so that you have a copy of it for future purposes if you need so. So that's pretty much it for now. It's going to take a minimum of 7 days for the transfer to take process. So I'll come back and I'll update this once that has happened, because my Shopify store is still currently live, but I can't shut it down as of yet until the process has actually been completed. Once the process has been completed, I will come back after the 7 days, and then I can go through the process of actually shutting the store down once and for all. That's it for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, and hopefully you were able to follow along with the steps here that will show you what you actually need to do if you're looking to transfer your web domain to a different provider. Essentially this can work the same across the board for any type of website that you're wanting to transfer or set up. But because I'm shutting down my Shopify store, it just makes sense to me to keep the address so that I can use it for a future project. Because as I said in my previous video, I'll leave it in the card up below. For me, it's just the Shopify store, it was costing me money, and to a point that it actually wasn't making me anything, so I don't see the sense of actually keeping it running. So the best thing for me really was to shut it down, but keep the address, but use it on a different platform, and then build another website with it at a later date and build it up from there. So in the next video, I'll be showing you one of the next steps that I'll be taking to actually walk you through more of the processes that I'm going through when trying to shut down my store, and even just to keep tabs on exactly everything that's there, all the data, etc. so that way I don't lose anything. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel, also turn on notifications so you're made aware of future content, and also feel free to share the video. And also, if you're looking to start your own online business and need help with getting started, make sure to check that first link in the description and the pinned comment to find out more. Again, feel free to check out some of the other videos and tutorials that I have on my channel if you need any helpful guides and advice on aspects regarding wanting to start up your own business and create your own content. And I will see you all in the next one.